Hello and welcome to the Wonky Gamer podcast. Jingle all the triple way. Hey. Right, I'm Steph, and here is Ferg.
Hi.
Rami.
Hello.
Mr. Dead Reckoning.
Hello.
And our special guest, Mr. Spindles.
Good evening, Earthlings.
Excellent. So we're going to be talking, sort of general gaming news and, a couple of different things. We've got two discussions that we're going to look at a little bit later, but we'll get into that later on. So, gaming news. No Man's Sky has, got a new update. Is everyone excited?
I am, actually. I've not downloaded it yet, and I've not played No Man's Sky for a couple of weeks, but I still love it. I don't care what anyone says, it's still a perfect game for me.
I actually still like...
On your back.
I still like No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I'm one of the few people who didn't try and bust down the doors of Steam or anyone trying to get their money back. I love it.
I don't know, I kind of found it was what I expected. I didn't think it was very good in a lot of ways. But I wanted to see the open world stuff, like the procedural generation and the ability to go around planets. I thought that was an amazing concept, and it is pretty cool.
65 days of static soundtrack, get to wander around space, no irritating other players. All win.
Well, my friend Loz has been playing No Man's Sky pretty much religiously every Friday night at the very least, and he's been playing the Foundation update, and he seems to like that. It has changed a fair bit of stuff for the game, and yeah, he's really enjoying it. Sounds good.
We'll have to see whether it distracts me from my current course to get to the centre of the universe and start again.
It doesn't have to distract you, apparently. The way it works, on space stations there are teleporters, and you can teleport back to whichever planet you decide to set up your base on and do base stuff and do missions for the people in your base, stuff like that. And then when you're happy doing that, once you've done all that, you can then teleport back to any space station you have previously visited.
Ooh.
So including the one that you've got the furthest to. So
what happens to your ship?
It teleports with you.
Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Because normally, if you trade up your ship when you're in a station, then it's left there for all eternity on a launch pad there, because nobody else buys it or anything. You literally abandon it. It's like disposable spaceships. Yeah, totally. Because even if you leave it on a planet and you find a new one, you just literally leave it lying there.
You could see if you could fill up a space station with just your old crap ships. Always go back to the same space station and go, nah, I'm going to park this next to that other ship.
It's like a junkyard. It's like, here's every mobile phone I've owned since 1993. Which I do actually have.
I thought you would. Including the Matrix one.
I've still got the 7110, yeah.
I've seen some kind of mechanic. We're supposed to get a freighter in it. It's supposed to have a docking bay with multiple landing pads.
Okay, so then you can put multiple ships in there and carry them around with you.
I think so. I think that's what they're aiming for.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Lols did say that not only could you dock now at space stations, you could also dock at freighters.
Right, yeah, because they've just been kind of living around in space and you can't really interact with them.
Now you can.
Right, okay. My only concern is whether it requires me to have an Atlas pass of higher than level 1, because I still haven't fucking found one.
I can't remember whether Loz said there was maybe an Atlas pass level 3 now.
Well, there is. Yeah, there's always been up to level 3, but I've still never fucking found one.
I'm sure Loz has now found at least the level 2.
Right. I've still only got level 1, so I still get irked that there's doors I can't get through.
Give it time.
I mean, it is interesting.
Give it time. It's already had over 80 hours.
Well, you just don't want it enough, do you? Bloody part-timers coming around here, only spending 80 hours on a game.
Well, admittedly, it comes nowhere near my Star Trek Online 720 hours.
Wow.
Wow.
To be fair, my League of Legends time is over 111 days now of my life, which is really bad.
Oh my god.
That's pretty impressive, sir.
I know, it's awful.
Wow. I think the only game I'd come close to with that kind of figure is Pac-Man.
I don't know. I put in a fair few days on Manic Miner,
Yeah, I suppose, but no, Pac-Man.
and then they brought out Jet Set Willy, and that just made it even worse.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm just going to throw one. Sorry, I'm just going to throw one in here with regards to No Man's Sky. Cause I'm going to quickly move on, but wouldn't it have made more sense that instead of actually releasing it a year ago, they just waited a little bit longer and released it in its now current state?
That isn't how the gaming industry works now.
Apparently not.
And weirdly, with No Man's Sky, they were never intending on releasing any updates. I think the only reason they've done this is because of the publicity backlash.
Yeah.
I mean, they could potentially redeem themselves. They might do like a Square Enix did with Final Fantasy, whichever one it was, the online, the newest online one.
14.
Where they just like took it offline for 2 years and made it good, which was amazing. I've never seen like that kind of turnaround in the games industry. Like, it's really popular now.
Yeah, I think it is totally down to saving face.
Mm.
I can just see EA swooping in any minute now.
But I don't know. I mean, considering like how badly they've kind of gone down, it's impressive that they are not just
They're
cutting their
sticking
losses.
They're actually
Like,
not in
impressive.
prison.
Yeah, but they've totally
Sorry.
got away scot-free.
Yeah.
They could have just laughed their way all the way to the bank and gone, we've had all of your money, screw you all, you're not
Yeah.
getting anything else.
Yeah. And then just released games under a pseudonym from then on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But then somebody would actually have to answer for it. Never work again.
I find this really weird situation where No Man's Sky was everything I expected it to be. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's why I struggle to understand. Like, I have
Pilot
watched the videos
steaming
back. I
food.
have seen where he's sort of lied. Like, I do respect like people annoyed about that, but like from all I did was watch all the videos and stuff on it before it came out, and just looked at the video footage and thought, right, the game looks like this. This is what it
Yeah,
does.
this is what will happen, and surprisingly enough, that's exactly what the game was.
I say it again, 65 days of static, space exploration, no other people.
Hooray! But no, they have got away scot-free, because even the investigation by the Advertising Standards Agency has acquitted them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
don't
we talked
remind me.
about
I am. I would love to meet the people that actually made the allegation in the first place. It's like, did you not focus on things that they actually lied about, or as opposed to like, how it actually looked? Come on.
Well, how it actually looked, and this is the point and the reason they got away with it. They were quoted saying, the screenshots and the videos don't give an accurate representation of the game.
Which is
It
true.
does not
then
include
went
actual
on-
gameplay.
They then went on to say, all over their marketing stuff, all of the content is randomly, procedurally generated, and because they said the experience is going to differ for everyone, they said, nah, of course it's not going to look the same. They told you it's not going to look the same. It's your own fault, and they got away with it.
And yet they still
Because of that.
advertise multiplayer.
Well, it
Just gonna
as we
leave
discussed
that one
last week,
there.
It is multiplayer though. Like,
In the loosest technical term.
players.
There are
Oh,
multiplayer aspects.
it's not.
If you name stuff, then the named stuff is then available to other players.
yeah, that is multiplayer.
That is it.
Like, it isn't actually not multiplayer. It's not what you wanted, Ferg. It's not Elite Dangerous. But like, if you bought like No Man's Sky thinking it was going to be Elite Dangerous, you're crazy, man.
Can
Like,
play around in Elite Dangerous solo.
yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
and I do. Again, I play the entire thing in solo offline mode because, again, other people.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I just can't see any reason why it was the reason why I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll leave Elite Dangerous. This is the reason why I'm so hugely disappointed with No Man's Sky. I was really pepped for that. And this has just been, guys, I know some of you aren't big on the whole kind of flying around with other people, but I would consider you wingmen.
Really? Who's that?
Well, maybe, shit. I have
I'd fly
no
around with
idea.
you, man.
Shit.
I could use a good wingman.
Not that kind of wingman, you perv.
Oh,
But yes, I was actually kind of disappointed by the idea that I couldn't actually fly with friends, and that was kind of right.
You could always download Star Citizen.
yeah.
Well,
That'll let you fly with friends and pay £30 for a
Or you could always play
starship.
EVE Online. I hear that's really friendly.
Yeah.
I haven't actually been playing that on the side. It's
I hate it. No, I table flipped after a month.
I
I
don't-
got sick of 15-year-olds gate camping me and one-shotting me for no fucking reason
Yeah.
I
whatsoever.
just don't have enough. I don't
Yeah.
have enough time in my life to play it like properly. I don't know.
No, and you also need to be fucking good with a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that feeling all too well.
Ah,
I used to-
spreadsheet simulator.
Yes.
Yes, it is. It's a spreadsheet simulator. I was flying a mining ship, and yeah, it's a lot of work. It has to be done out on another program outside of Eve itself. So you need about 15 laptops running.
Yeah, indeed.
That's
And
just
then-
nonsense.
Any game where it takes you to the level where people actually sneak round to other players' houses and cut their power so they can beat them in a space battle is just wrong.
Oh my god!
That's
Oh
brilliant.
my god!
Win.
What
Hey,
game
is
that?
there a
That's
market
amazing.
for employing people to go and do that?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Well,
In EVE Online, there's a market for anything. You could go around and like kneecap people, and people would pay you for it.
Oh,
Do it.
nice.
do his
Can I
hands.
become an
Do
Eve
his
hitman?
hands.
Yeah, that's it. I'll break your fingers. That's it.
Big space battles cost like hundreds of thousands of actual dollars
Why?
because people invest that much time and money and effort into
Plex is an
Yeah.
economy
the game.
into its own right. It is worth actual
Yes,
money.
it's
They are the only gaming company to actually employ a real economist as part of their payroll
Holy fuck!
to make sure that when they introduce stuff, it doesn't fuck up the entire economy.
Oh my god, that's insane.
It's a weird universe. I would have loved to explore it more, but 15-year-olds gate camping and one-shotting, not for me.
yeah.
It sounds like playing COD.
In
But in
Eve, if you can
space.
get into a good corporation, so i.e. a good guild, and you can work together and communicate really well,
Mm-mm.
it works. But it means having escorts going everywhere,
But
especially if you're in a slow-moving mining ship.
aren't
And again,
these?
you run into that problem of other people.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say, aren't these so-called guilds full of other people?
Yeah, and
Yes.
they say, oh, you have to be online at this time of day, and come and take part in this, and you have to do this, and you have to be online at least once a day. And no, go away. No, it's a game.
You know, for
That's-
fun.
You know what? This is an excellent segue to our next topic. Pokemon. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Well
Right,
renowned
anyway,
for its multiplayer and other people.
yes. So
And
Meletta
guilds.
is the last of the mythical Pokemon being given away for the 20th anniversary. Go on, give away the little pets. The little strange beasties you beat into submission. Give them away.
Oh, weird. Pokemon is just one of those things that is never going to go away, and it's always going to be popular.
No.
I mean, there's literally been this weekend an entire Pokemon event at Excel over the whole weekend.
Oh wow.
You're just trying
Just
to
the
say this
Pokemon.
just to make me cry, aren't you?
No, I'm just pointing out that it's something that isn't going to go away.
No.
It is hugely popular in the same way that
Ridiculously so.
Magic the Gathering is not going to go away.
No.
It's of that same standard. It's just which one people have gotten the most hooked into.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
don't
sets
get
a
me
bar.
started on my feelings on Magic the Gathering. Like,
Well, I've been playing it since I was 17.
Yeah.
and I
see,
love it.
I
Magic
love
is
Magic,
awesome.
But it is awesome. But if you play with people regularly, there's always someone who's got goes on the internet, buys special cards, and just shits on you. Like,
Of course there is, and that's why I build decks that have no point, just to fuck with people like
Yeah,
that.
you just mess with them. It literally ruins their day.
Yeah, it does. It just totally messes with their day because they cannot understand why people will play it just for fun, and that's brilliant.
It's awesome.
Haven't you got a lot of the unglued cards?
Oh God, yes. Unglued was the set that was made for me.
And me, I used to use the Spatula of Ages from Unglued to put my token into play. Literally a token card into play
Yeah.
It didn't do anything. It served no purpose. I still did it.
Yeah, I had Johnny Combo Player and all sorts of wonderful cards there, because that was the entire basis of my KFC deck, which was basically exploding chickens. You turn things into chickens and then you fry them.
Nice.
There was no win condition on this deck. It just turned things into chicken and roasted them.
Fair enough.
And it's just brilliant trying to watch people who are rules lawyers try to get their head around why someone would do that.
Because I'm fucking with you.
Like the skeet shooting deck, which was built around you steal someone's creature, you turn it into a 0/1 creature, you give it flying, and then you kill it. And shout pull while you do it. That's the point.
It's just
you're not
fun.
trying to win, you're just fucking with people.
Right. On to the next one, the Division. Survival actually pretty good. What? Who wrote
Can it
that?
pull it back?
Yeah, well,
Right.
by all counts, it is pulling it
It's
back.
doing
I've heard reports that the numbers are straight back up to
Yep.
post-release. It's
It's
done
actually
What
gone.
amazingly
system?
well.
It's gone from negative to very positive over the last 30 days on
Yeah.
Steam, which is like, okay, that's an impressive comeback because it's going to knock its total rating up something. And considering how low it has gotten to, this could be it. Just, if people really like it, please write good reviews. Do a good review of it. Get them to,
It's been like nothing though. Well, at least from what I've seen, I haven't really seen any reviews on it.
there's plenty of them going up on Steam.
Not in mainstream media.
Oh, sadly.
Remy and myself played through the survival mode.
Yeah, we had one attempt at it and we were fucking horrendous. We were absolutely terrible. Couldn't survive for toffee.
Oh, we did quite well. We
No,
didn't.
we really didn't. We didn't even get in the dark zone. We didn't get
Yeah, but we
close
didn't get
to getting in the
killed.
dark zone. No, we didn't get killed. We died horribly of some horrendous illness on the cold streets.
Sounds like playing Vampire.
Why, thank you.
But as a concept and as a game mode, it's interesting.
It is awesome fun. I'm really looking forward to doing mildly better next
Yeah.
time.
Don't use all your materials on crafting clothes.
Yeah,
Find the clothes.
yes. That's
It'll be a fatal
easier
flaw in our
and they're
plan.
warmer.
In which case, I've got
Do
one
it.
request to Ubisoft. Please, 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 make this cross-platform.
Yes.
Make the Division
I'd love to see
cross-platform.
it
You do that.
cross-platform.
Wow. Use this as your test bed. Do this. Go on. Make it happen.
It'd certainly be a good game to be cross-platform.
If it's looking stable now, experiment.
Yeah, they introduced a whole raft of changes to change around the whole game meta and the way the loot drops work and make it all sensible, and the whole game becomes worthwhile again.
You know what? I just don't care about the Division. I'm sorry.
I don't
really
either, to be
don't
fair.
care. Sorry.
It is fun going around with a gang of four of you, and not so much the PvP, never got into that, but certainly gang of four of you going around doing the missions, great fun.
Yeah, I do have some good memories of it. The co-op is absolutely beautiful. You don't need to do the Dark Zone at all. You really don't. You can literally just
No.
co-op with your mates. Go to the Dark Zone, yes, then you've got to put up with other players. And yes, during my tenure with it, it was that was hazard because of all the hacking that was going on. But that's all gone away now. Now, that doesn't mean I want to even go back into the Dark Zone, but going for a shoot round, yeah, sure. That would be a good... It's a good co-op idea, especially if you can get around to doing some of the more precise strikes. Like,
Challenging content.
yeah, that looks a lot more kind of, all right. I'll give that a
Yeah,
pass.
the underground was really good as well. It was well thought out, the fact that each time you go on a mission it changes it up and they're all sort of procedurally jigsawed together, so each mission you run through is just a little bit different to keep you going back and going back. and of course playing the loot slot machine at the end. And now with all the new updates,
God, you're not selling it to me.
it's
No,
worth
you're really
doing.
not.
It is different every time you play through it. So
Okay.
I think I got bored of the whole looting focus thing after Diablo 2. I was obsessed with that kind of gameplay on Diablo 2, but I don't know, I'm just not. I don't know.
What can I say? I'm not a
admit, I
looter.
do love Diablo 3. I really got into Diablo 3.
See, I couldn't, and I feel kind of shitty that I couldn't, because I loved Diablo 2. I was like 14 when I was playing it, but I played it religiously for a long time.
Sucks for you.
I think I kind of skipped Diablo 2. I've got very fond memories of the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. Anyway, Last Guardian. Anyone played it?
Not yet, but I really,
No.
really want
Yeah.
to. When I went out shopping on Friday, it was the choice between buying FF15 or The Last Guardian.
the right
FF15.
And I went for FF15. But I mean, let's put this into perspective. Ico and Shadow of the Colossus are two of my favourite games of all time.
They're just so
Wow.
good, aren't they?
And this is the latest one from them, and it's like someone just took the concept of how to train a luck dragon from what was it, Neverending Story,
Yeah.
and then crossed it with Avatar, and then went, there you go, have a game. And it looks awesome, giant mutant puppies that you have to train or fight. It's like, yeah, bring it on.
It is something I would definitely play, but it is just PS4 only, so can't.
Well, yeah, but I can, so ha 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 ha.
I'll play it at your house one day, I'm sure.
Yeah, there you go, that's fine. Yeah, you can come around and
That'll
play
do
that.
me.
After we've played Ico and Shadow of the Colossus again first.
Yeah, we should do that for your birthday.
We're already busy for my birthday.
No, I know you've got plans for the Saturday, but if I come down on the Friday, we just don't
like a
sleep.
week before, and then we'll do all the rest of it.
Yeah, we just don't sleep, and it'll be fine.
Just like old times.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm massively looking forward to playing it, and I will do. I think it's one that I will probably pick up kind of post-January, after I've wasted at least another week or so on Final Fantasy 15.
There's just not enough time for that game, though, is there? Like,
No.
it's so big.
God, it's
Yeah,
so
especially if
massive.
you're playing World of Warcraft vanilla servers.
Oh, nice segue.
Thank
Oh,
you,
I see
thank
what you
you.
did there.
Yeah. Since
Very
we've only
good.
got like 7.5 minutes left, I thought I'd just quickly shove. Yes, Nostralius.
Nostralius.
Yeah, so should we explain what Nostralius was?
Okay, Nostralius.
It sounds like some kind of infection of the science.
Yeah, doesn't it?
It
kind
is.
of does,
I've got
actually.
it
That's
at
a
the
very good
moment. It's
description.
awful.
Yeah.
It was originally a World of Warcraft vanilla server. I think something related to Burning Crusade when that came out, like around that time, I think.
They basically rebooted World of Warcraft, took it right back to vanilla, and they're doing each of the add-ons, I think, slowly, like introducing them. So they may have introduced Burning Crusade.
Are these ones
at the
that they're actually running themselves, or is this something they've put out in the world for people to run on their own, like Minecraft
No,
servers?
it's something they're running themselves,
Right,
and
okay.
it's totally free.
But what
All
happened
right,
was
sign
it got
me up.
what happened with it is it got originally, I don't know whether they were asking for money for it or not.
No, they
got
weren't.
shut
It
down.
was free, totally.
Yeah.
But they were doing really clever things with the code. They were getting like 10,000 people on their servers with no
Wow.
lag at all. So I think Blizzard was struggling to kind of emulate those kind of numbers, and they
They'll
were.
also step on Blizzard's toes as an intellectual property.
Yeah, because they've blatantly stolen their old game and
They just
put it
basically
out
took the
there
game. Yeah.
and said, "Look, why not play this for free rather than all the new shiny content from Blizzard that you have to
But I
pay
think-
money for?"
I mean, what happened was it got shut down.
Yeah,
and then
Blizzard.
another group have taken it over called Elysium Project, because Blizzard sent out like a cease and desist letter, I think.
Yeah, and
Um,
they also mentioned at their conference that they were going to look into
Legacy servers.
legacy servers.
which wasn't good enough for these guys, I don't think.
No, because like shortly after they've said, nah, it's coming back out, different name, and I imagine that's going to keep happening.
Well, and interestingly, all the save data in terms of like all the characters are completely saved, so that's going to cross over.
Yeah, so if you've already got a character on Nostralis, come December the 17th, good, have fun. Your character will be there waiting for you.
Wow.
Crack on.
Now, Death Stranding. Has anyone watched the trailer?
No.
It looks epic. It looks so interesting. But
It does.
I watched a video about how that trailer's come to be and what's actually going on behind the scenes to get there. Because Hideo Kojima has actually spent ages looking for the right game engine to run Death Stranding.
Yeah.
And after a lot of trial and error, they ended up with the engine that is being used for Horizon Zero Dawn,
Yeah.
I believe, is the
That's
company
right.
they're working with. But rather than just taking the engine, they've actually done a full-on collaboration. So all the code that Kojima's studio's producing is going to be available for the people producing Project Zero Dawn, and similarly, Kojima's lot will have access to that. They just wanted to make sure that Death Stranding looked different enough that they didn't think it was just a different game in the Horizon Zero Dawn world, and it certainly looks quite different from the trailer they've created.
It's amazing how different it looks, considering it's the same engine.
Yeah, they've done a really good job, but there is a full-on collaboration going on between the two studios, and Kojima's spouting things like, "Oh yeah, this is great news for Sony, this kind of collaboration, and can't we all just get along?"
Well, I think Kojima's got a lot in him because he was kind of forced to do more and more Metal Gear, and he wanted to just do something different.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know people might not agree with me on this, but I mean, I thought Metal Gear 5 was the worst Metal Gear game I've ever played.
Agreed.
Yeah, and the gameplay, don't get me wrong, 10 out of 10 for the gameplay, really good, but the story was just... I've never been so angry, and, like, they just took everything away from Metal Gear that I liked, like the personality of Snake, like, and I'm not going to ruin the ending, but it's just a fucking joke. Like, I mean, don't get me started
Just,
on it.
oh my god, no.
I've never been that upset about a game apart from, I think, when Star Wars Galaxies got cancelled. Well, not cancelled, got
Deleted.
basically, and changed into some horrible WoW clone that didn't function.
Bong!
But yeah.
Right, that's it. I'm going to have to stop and reset because we've just hit 30 minutes. Come on. We have a ton left here to do. We've got the games we're looking forward to, and we've got a couple of reviews, and that's before we even look at discussions. And clock starting
Right.
now.
So, games we're now looking forward to. Mario Maker 3DS? I don't know if I'm looking forward to this, but
I'm vaguely interested in it.
what's it about? Is it making
It's
Mario
build
games?
your own Mario, basically.
Ooh.
It was originally on the Wii U, and they've just ported it over to the 3DS.
Now, I have
Is that
played
like
this.
Frankenstein with like Mario? So you like put Luigi's arm on? No.
No, it's basically a level builder.
Ah, okay. So not building Frank and Mario.
No,
Right.
No.
Luigi Stein.
I played this on the Wii U, and I was decidedly ungripped, because if I get a game, I tend to like to play it rather than have to build it myself before I can even play it. So
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it defeats the purpose of it.
yeah, I mean, at least well, Big
But you can
Planet,
play other
which was
people's
the
games,
same
though.
kind of thing.
You
Have
can
loads
play
of
levels that
levels.
other people have made.
Yeah, but they always make them just stupid, frankly. Again, this is back to your problem,
Other people.
Spindles, of other
Yeah.
people.
It's always other people.
There are some really, really good levels out there, apparently.
Yeah, but
You know, though, someone's going to try to make
can't
a
I
level
be bothered
for
to look
gigs,
for
right?
them?
Like,
But is it that's essentially what stopped me playing Star Trek Online, was when they released the Foundry, and then all of the rabid fanboys and girls started writing their own levels, and they were shit.
Oh.
And then
So,
the company just sat back and went,
fan-fiction
we don't need to
quests.
make content anymore, everyone else is going to do it for us.
So it became the world of fan fiction quests.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Oh dear
And it was
God.
horrid.
Oh. Yeah, grim.
I don't know, though. I mean, I think I think it's in a lot of ways a cool idea, because people do get to make their own Mario, and I suppose there's a couple of like very inventive people out there that will make really good stuff.
And people with time.
Yeah.
Time.
I always think there's Usenet channels for this kind of thing.
I don't know. It's good in a way. It's like supporting modding, isn't it? I suppose that kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say that I'm interested, but I can see certain types of people. Like I can see why Dead would like it, because he likes building stuff, like he likes Lego and that kind of stuff. So it makes a lot of sense.
Hell yeah, you should have seen the airship he built in the Minecraft server that I had.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Sweet.
Until one of Megan's little dick mates buggered up the environment.
Oh God! Why would they do that?
Because they're idiots, so they started redstoning, and then they did a countdown timer that basically
Blew up the entire world.
thing. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
dear.
exactly what I would do, to be fair.
So I banned all of them, and then I turned up as Wrath of God and killed the fuck out of them all.
You see,
Excellent.
Which was entirely
You see,
great
I'm
to
not
do to
so-
a bunch of 12-year-olds.
More.
Turn the tables on you.
you
How
see,
do you like
Spindles, I'm the
that?
type of gamer who probably defines the reason why you don't like playing online.
It's your fault, is it? Right.
Yes. I
And
absolutely love trolling.
Steph's training camp will be opening next in the new year, so you can sign up now if you want to be a part of that. Learn how to troll with the Wonky Gaming crew.
Steps
Oh,
learn
no.
to troll in 2 easy steps.
How to roleplay a spy in Battlefield.
Right.
Right. Anyway,
Next up, Dead Rising 4.
Who's excited for this?
I
All
am.
for zombie games. More zombie games, the better. I love any zombie games. Bring it on. I will play the shit out of it.
Oh, it's a 4-player co-op as well.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
you
okay.
can run
No,
around
no,
and
no,
stomp
I'll
zombies.
take it solo, thank you.
But
that's
I
what I
played.
heard.
I played it at Insomnia. I played a little bit of it, and it was everything you want from a Dead Rising game. Zombies to kill, things to put together into weapons. There's some
Kill more zombies.
obscene number of weapon combinations
Have they
in this
still
one.
got the frustrating timers? Like, if you don't play this bit of the game in the next 10 minutes, you're knackered.
No, they've got rid of it as open world now.
Oh,
As far as I'm aware, the bit that
That's
I played had no
amazing.
time. Well, it didn't have a
and
time on
4-player.
Yeah.
See, no, I didn't realise Dead Rising 4, because I know Left 4 Dead, that was the kind of 4-player co-op, so have Dead Rising gone down that route as well, because I played Dead Rising on the Wii, which was awesome fun, hacking zombies to death with an actual Wii controller. Although
That'd
mine
be
was
pretty cool.
mine was a sonic screwdriver, so it was a bit weird. But I thought it was Left 4 Dead. I thought was the 4-player co-op one, whereas Dead Rising I thought was just the single-player thing.
The first two was single player. I think the third one was more open world with motorbike steamrollers with flamethrowers on the side and all sorts of very weird vehicle combinations.
Okay.
And this one is set on the eve of Black Friday, I think,
Right.
or actual Black Friday. So it's another Black Friday incident, like the Division,
Well,
with
Okay.
zombies.
they can't buy the TV they wanted, so they turn into a zombie and start eating people's brains.
Yeah.
If-
Yeah.
If you wanted to start a zombie outbreak, the best time to start it would be Black Friday.
But no, I don't believe that. That's just what video games are trying to convince us.
Yeah, which
It
is
just goes back to my whole thing of when you should just like wall off a neighbourhood, just airdrop in weapons, and then come back a couple of days later.
yeah,
So you can do it.
of course.
Take
That's what you
that,
should do on Black
people.
Friday. Is just get everyone in a shopping mall, just drop in a whole bunch of weapons at various points, wall it off, and then come back and then just murder the survivors. All great.
No worries.
Or is that a bit too harsh?
Are we back to eugenics again?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Actually, Simon, do you actually play a game called State of Decay?
I haven't. No, I've heard of it, but I haven't
It's a
played
pure single-player role-playing game. You basically can swap between the different survivors that you meet, find new locations. It's now a little on the dated side, but I actually strongly recommend you give that a look.
It's
I'm gonna go.
It's a
like
Walking
Dead
Dead
Island.
simulator.
I love Dead Island. That series is great.
If you like, in which case this may actually be right up your street, sir.
Cool. I will send me a link, sir, and I will play the crap out of it.
Oh right,
Dead Island 2 is in development hell at the moment.
Yes, yeah, because I think I played a preview of a new Dead Island at EGX last year.
Yeah, Dead Island 2. Whatever.
I saw the
happened to
trailer
that?
for it. The trailer for
Yeah.
it was genius.
Yeah. I mean, it was good fun as well. I enjoyed playing the level that was there, but it never seemed to emerge.
Because they seem to go back and release a bunch of retro stuff.
Yeah, because they
for Dead
remastered
Island. They
Dead
remastered
Island.
it,
Yeah,
and they also released some kind of weird retro version
Yeah.
of it.
yeah. And that
Yeah,
was all
there's
on
also Dead Island Epidemic as well.
And then, yeah, Dead Island never appeared. Or Dead Island 2 never kind of appeared.
But the trailer looked awesome.
It did look shiny.
But speaking of which, on the kind of zombie front, has everyone seen the announcement? Well, the confirmation of Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, bring that shit on.
I've not played it.
I didn't give enough time to Last of Us. I played it for a bit,
No, I didn't.
but
I love it. Absolutely love it. It's
was
one of
really
the
good.
finest games I've ever played.
yeah.
And I love the concept. The concept of the fungus is fantastic because there's an author who's written a book about it as well, and basically every other author has gone, well, thanks, you're the first one to write about that, and you fucking nailed it. So the rest of us are now screwed.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing
and
is,
then The Last of Us came along and went, and you've done a video game of it, right? That's it. We're not allowed.
It's done
We're all
here.
going home now.
it is loosely based on a real organism that infects ant
It
colonies.
is.
It's
yeah,
cordyceps
a
fungus.
fungus that gets into ants.
Yeah, cordyceps.
Yeah, cordyceps.
And it's
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, is it that zombie fungus?
yeah,
Yep.
that's
Been on
exactly what it
everyone's
is.
news feeds lately. There's millions of zombies all over the place.
Yep,
Just
because
don't know it.
it basically burrows into the brains of ants and basically takes them up a tree, and then they hang off the tree, turn into more spores and explode, and then infect more ants.
Well, the idea is that the ant goes off inside the hive, and the ants have actually come round to actually understanding what it is that's actually a danger. So they actually take the drone out and leave it as far away from the as far away as possible.
Like a nuke.
Yeah, it's basically
if
a
you-
bomb. They leave it as
Yeah.
far
And if
away
you
from the
wanna
hive
play
and then
it-
evacuate, and then it goes off. They usually leave
Yeah,
it at
we
the
do.
top of the trees.
We did a really good interview with an author called Shauna Maguire, which check out the podcast that we did on that one because she's wonderful. You know, she's the kind of author who has her own like personal favourite world society killing virus.
Ooh.
She's great.
Nice.
Ooh.
The cool thing is as well, you can actually play The Last of Us on PlayStation Now that you can get on PC.
You can indeed.
So that gives a lot of people a chance to play something that they couldn't really.
Whereas, I'll stick with playing the remastered on the PS4.
Yeah, so,
I should go back to the version I own on the PS3 and actually finish it this time.
You should. It's brilliant.
ooh, what about Mass Effect Andromeda?
I only just recently started watching videos for this because I was like a bit, another Mass Effect. But I was really shocked by the videos I watched. It was loads of action-based stuff happening, and I was like, oh, I don't remember it being that action-based. That looks really interesting.
I know Mass Effect 3 was pretty. It was getting more action based, wasn't it? Like,
I didn't really put any time into Mass Effect 3.
I've really not played any of them, so
really?
The only problem I'm seeing is that a lot of fans are going to be wanting the old characters back, and they can't because isn't it supposed to be technically set between 2 and 3?
It is. I mean, I kind of actually think that it's good that they're moving away from the old stuff because they need to do something different.
Yeah.
They need to
They need to convince us there's another story.
Yeah, they need to I mean, they've literally gone out their way to go, we're in an entirely different galaxy, to get the hell away from the ending of Mass Effect 3.
No, we need to get 1,000,000 miles away from Shepard, for fuck's sakes. You're never seeing him again. Or her.
Yeah.
Who cares?
But
was the ending to Mass Effect 3 that bad? Because that just passed me by.
I didn't finish it.
I didn't.
Well, apparently, I remember all the ruckus in the media about it, and lots of people were really unhappy because they felt that they were told that their choices from the previous game would change the endings and so forth, and then it basically ended up that there were only actually 1 or 2 possible endings to it, regardless of what.
Basically,
everybody was really
none
pissed.
of it mattered.
Basically, Shepard dies. And it was an absolute balls up of a story all the way up to the end.
But I think they kind of fixed it. From what I heard, they released some free downloadable thing, and also in terms of people wanting to see old characters, I think from what I didn't actually play this DLC, but apparently BioWare made a really big effort to kind of tie up a lot of the character stuff, and they even had a DLC where you're kind of with them all, and you I don't know, talk to them and
they released
have sex with whoever you want to, whatever it is. But
they released a DLC that was basically the Scooby-Doo ending.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything as big as Mass Effect in terms of stories ever been done before, and I think in terms of that, how much time story is that those 3 games, they can only do so much, and I think Mass Effect, I think the new Mass Effect looks quite interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, I was
I'll wait
impressed with
until they can show me
gameplay
more.
I saw.
Well, I think you're wise on that, Ferg, because I mean it's very odd for BioWare to only show videos of one of their games where they're just showing gameplay. There's been virtually, there's been a little bit on the beginning, but there hasn't been a lot on. I don't even know the names of any of the hardly any of the companion characters. And it's coming out in the next 3 months.
Don't trust it, no matter what. I don't care what any of the trailers show me at the moment. It's an EA product. Full stop. End of story. I think we're done there. I don't trust a damn thing those trailers show me. Any of it.
Yeah.
Actually, this kind of gives us a nice little moment to go towards the sort of PC end of the spectrum, since you lot adore those PlayStations. Project Abyss, Tall Story Games, interesting idea. A 2D underwater action adventure indie game with no small amount of character in there for giggles. Roam around in your customizable submarine through unknown waters and search the darkness below for the clues to some mystery or another. Beware getting out of your sub. Just the idea is that you can go for and explore around. It looks quite interesting. It's just a little 2D effort. Project Abyss. The Dwarves, that seems to be kicking up a bit of a storm. King Art. And it's being published by THQ Nordic and Eurovideo Median. The Dwarves is actually based upon the books by the author, by the books of the same name by the author Marcus Heath, an isometric adventure similar to the likes of Van Helsing games, but with the added RPG-ness of Pillars of Eternity and its ilk, but with a sense of humour, apparently. I don't know if anybody else has read the books. I sadly
Has
haven't.
anyone read the books?
I haven't.
Well, apparently the game has been really true to form for the books. So, and the game's getting a bit of a look into. Plus, it's a turn-based strategy. I'm game for that. Exoplanet.
It's nice. Oh, I was just gonna say it's nice to see a return to isometric games because I loved Baldur's Gate 2, and it's interesting that it's coming back.
What also caught my attention is it's THQ Nordic, a company I was under the impression went out of business back in 2013.
Well, THQ have always still been around because they still do all of the WWE tie-ins.
Right. Okay. What are they?
So THQ do all of the WWE games.
Right. How they managed that? I thought they'd been ended.
No. They've been around for ages.
Yeah, I know. Because they used to do all the Dawn of War stuff.
Away. Yeah.
Huh. Alright. I thought they'd gone.
No, they just made wrestling games instead.
I suppose it's the
That's probably why you haven't heard of them.
Which, most of the rest of society pays no attention to.
Damn, I just thought they'd gone.
No, they've been hiding
They
under
still
a
had
wrestling
booths,
game.
they still had, they had a WWE 2K17 booth at EGX the other month.
I thought it was
Jesus.
2K that did that.
How the mighty have fallen.
Well, you say that, but it's still it's still a multi-million-dollar
Yeah.
franchise.
They're probably good games if you like grappling with
Men.
elderly men.
Well, yeah, and hey, I do.
There you go. Like,
I own several of these games, and
See?
I do. And I was a big fan of wrestling up until the point where they screwed over Jeff Hardy, and then I got really annoyed.
Fair enough, yeah.
And then the constant bringing back of Hulk Hogan just makes me shiver.
Yeah.
oh, is he still being wheeled out?
Yeah,
Really?
they do. Yeah, every couple of years they're like, and here's Hulk Hogan. Like, really?
Isn't he like 90?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I mean,
and a
I doubt there's much
complete
actual
twat.
I,
human
st-
flesh left on him these days, but
I still remember Randy Savage, I think it was, proposing to Elizabeth in the ring back in the 90s.
yeah.
Well, funny.
But yes, So I
WWE
was a big fan of wrestling
2K17.
for a long time.
2K17 is it's made by 2K Sports.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
so we were just wrong.
They may have lost the franchise.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think it has been for the
They've
last
been running
3
that
or
one
4
for a
years.
while, yes. I used to do their tech support.
So how did that work out for you, talking about sweaty men all day?
Well, funny,
Who was that aimed at? Sorry.
Anyone?
the wonderful thing was that it was actually all on, the only people who were ever phoning up for that game were actually the ones that were playing on the PlayStation at the time. And that was hilarious because I think one of them went something along the lines of, how do I get the game to work? I'm sorry, what do you mean? I can't get that. I put the disc in the drive and it's not playing the disc. It says read error. Okay, what is it? It took me about 5 minutes of dialogue to ascertain that what had actually happened prior to the phone call was actually that his kid had basically taken his jammy piece of toast and rammed it into the drive
Into the drive.
of the PlayStation, and he didn't quite understand why the disc wasn't playing because there was jam all over the damn
It's
thing.
full of jam.
Full of jam.
Okay, so Wikipedia is coming to my aid in the demise of THQ. in that the Homefront franchise was acquired by Crytek. Relic
Ooh.
Entertainment got the rights to Warhammer 40,000. Relic Entertainment and the video game rights to Warhammer 40,000
Right.
series were sold to Sega.
What?
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, of course.
Turtle Rock's Evolve and the WWE series were taken by Take-Two. Ubisoft acquired THQ Montreal and the publishing rights to South Park Stick of Truth. And yeah, that looks about it.
Wow. So they basically had to sell off all the
Can I
titles.
just
Carved up
say-
and sold off.
Can I just say that the name of the next South Park game is The Fractured Butthole?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know.
Awesome.
I was there at EGX with the Nodulus Rift.
Awesome. And that was smell-o-vision for the game, yeah.
Yep, because there's a fart power.
Oh my god. What was the Nautilus Rift like?
Well, essentially, it was just a thing that you strapped to your face, kind of not like a CPAP machine, and then you strapped that to your face, and then you got smell-o-vision.
How bad were the smells?
Well, I didn't get to play on it.
Oh.
But I watched a few people going very, very green while playing it.
Oh, lovely.
Who forgot about the fart power and then accidentally hit those while playing.
Oops.
No!
Yes, the Nozzulus Rift was a thing.
Right. Well, quickly bringing us on to Bulletstorm. Did anybody bother to play Bulletstorm?
I played it on a
I
360.
played it briefly, maybe the first level or something, or maybe even a demo.
The demo. There was a demo. Well, apparently there is now a Bulletstorm full clip edition by People Can Fly and being published by Gearbox. Oh look, a more up-to-date version of the cross between FPS and a pinball simulator, but now starring an entirely desperate-looking Duke Nukem.
Oh no!
Yes, because
Why would
he
they
is
do that?
desperate. 7th of April,
Oh, poor
2017.
Duke.
Assuming we don't have to wait another 12 years, that is.
See, now I have visions of Andrew Garfield and Duke Nukem hanging around in the
Yeah.
street corner selling themselves.
Oh no! I'm just imagining Duke Nukem in a park on a bench, just having to jab himself with steroids. I gotta keep the strength for the next time the aliens turn up. No.
Hanging around Hollywood backlots going, hail to the king.
Oh yeah.
Has anyone got any gum? I'm very tired.
I've got this need for bacon. Yes. Right. Moving on.
Maze!
Yeah, Maze. There's another game that we spotted out there. Finish Line Games. Indie adventure
Looks cool.
puzzler about a robot Russian toy bear in a place full of stupid sentient corn. What more do you need to
Sign me
know?
up. That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
But
check
what's
this out.
even more messed up, the teddy bear is Teddy Ruxpin.
Yes.
It's it's Teddy Ruxpin's RC Russian cousin.
Yes, but with a dodgy Russian accent. It's insane.
Teddy Rostov.
Basically, yes. Simon, it's one of the videos that's on our messenger board. I actually put a link to
Go
the
and
video on
watch
there.
it.
Go
It's
have a
just
look at that.
Tweaked.
I shall.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It is
It looks
absolutely
really
It
good.
does
boring.
look like a proper laugh.
Yes, which actually now brings me on to an interesting topic for all of us because we're all into board games. It's actually just gone. I've just got word of Dark Future, Blood Red States, being done by Auroch Digital and based on the Games Workshop board game of the same name, Dark Future.
So nice.
Where in an alternate America, players chase around in highly modified road vehicles with terrifying 80s rock hairdos blowing each other away. Turn-based, possibly, maybe. They did sort of hint towards it, and entering early access apparently before the end of the year.
So it's kind of
that's
Steve
exciting.
Jackson's Car Wars.
Basically, yeah.
Did you never play Dark Future? I know Care fell into Dark
Me?
Future.
God no. Dude, do you not remember the fact that whenever we went to a place that had a Games Workshop, we would just stand and laugh at the employees?
Oh, we did that. Yeah.
That is harsh.
From outside
It's
the
like,
window.
we're real role players.
Look at you.
Oh, harsh but funny.
It gave you a reason to take your old toy cars, though, and stick loads of guns to them.
Yeah.
It's like, you're okay. You can spend months playing with your little models, and I'm going to go out and actually do some role playing. So yeah,
Cool. Speaking of role-playing, Tabletopia by Tabletopia Inc. Right, this one's... We're still not entirely certain about this one. It's basically...
Ferg got me hyped on this, and then
I
it was shit.
just threw the link up there. I just offered it up there for you all to look at, and you all went, "Oh,
Bad
board
person,
games!" And
Ferg.
you devoured it like
It
vultures.
strikes me as a good idea,
Yes.
fully implemented.
I think it's a nice idea, but it could really do with more games from shall I say,
Like,
A-list kind of
companies you want to
publishers.
play.
Yeah.
Or maybe
People
it can
you've heard of.
actually,
Yeah, that's
actually
the
one.
function. So when you try and invite someone to a game in your friends list, it doesn't say they're offline.
Yeah,
Like,
had a bit of
that would
trouble
be a good
linking up
start.
with folks.
Very flaky.
Yeah, it maybe we were missing
But
something.
it does seem-
that's yes.
But the
I
whole
mean, it would be
concept
wonderful.
behind it
Like,
is it's a platform for playing board games online with your friends, with all the rules and everything like scanned in or put into the game, and lots of freedom to look around the table and play all these classic games. The trouble is, at the moment, though they've got in excess of 300 games, most of them I've never heard of
Yeah.
and aren't the games I want to play. Admittedly, I'm quite the whore for Final Fantasy's games and really rate most of them and have played.
Do you
lots of
mean
them,
Fantasy
and they're
Flight
good.
games?
Oh yeah, Fantasy Flight games.
Final Fantasy on the fly, man, that's a Freudian
Freudian
slip.
slip there because I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 15.
We're reading ahead in the script there.
Snipe.
Yes. It's because I'm off my face with being ill, so that's my excuse.
So does Tabletopia, does it have like a kind of automatic have arguments about rules button?
Probably yes.
So you
If
can
not,
sit there
it
and go,
should
I want
have.
to do this, and then you have like you just press a button and it does the automated thing of no, but if you look at page 47 subsection 3, then you'll see that this is what happens.
No,
There-
it probably just doesn't let you do it at all. And it's
There
like,
is another game similar,
Yes.
where you can actually flip the table if you get upset.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh.
Tabletop Simulator, it's called, and
Nice.
it's actually apparently quite good.
Ah.
I've
probably
seen
try
someone playing Munchkin on there. They basically recreated the entirety of the Munchkin base set
hmm
with
That's pretty
all the
cool.
rules.
And
they
again,
have-
this Tabletopia does give you the option to do that, so you could create your own board games within it, and it gives
Yeah,
you a
essentially,
platform to
it will
market
have
them.
it will have an API on it that allows
Yeah.
you to build your own game. But that goes back to your thing earlier of you want to go somewhere to play a game, not have to code your own.
Yeah.
Speaking of games and codes, actually no, I can't make that work. Shadow Tactics.
No, dude, that was literally the worst
Bash.
segue ever.
Ever.
Crashed and
Worst
burned.
segue
I was
ever.
no, that didn't work at all. No, Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun, me games.
Me.
Yeah.
Sound like Luke Skywalker.
Man, basically MIMI. Mimimi.
Yeah,
Me.
that's exactly what Luke says
Mimi.
through
Exactly.
most of Star Wars.
That's every line of Luke Skywalker's dialogue in the first film.
Begins with me.
Games.
Yeah.
Yes. And published by Daedalic Entertainment, no less. For those of you that remember the Commandos games and really enjoy a tactical puzzle strategy game, this is the spiritual successor for the genre. Obviously of a sort of Japanesey ninja kind of vein. A top-down point-of-view stealth and assassination game with a downloadable demo.
Hang on.
Actual demo.
How can you be top-down POV?
Yeah.
You kind of, if you haven't played Commandos, that's going to be kind of difficult to explain.
So try.
Because that's like looking at the top of your head.
Kind of, yes.
Looking out of your
Through
eyeballs.
your own eyes.
But yes.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
I think
no.
the camera remains fixed, isn't it, on your...
hang on.
I don't
Shit.
Character's head. Head simulator.
Maybe I've got that wrong.
That'd be a different game though, probably.
No.
Or maybe it's a game with a split screen where you can see both.
You have to try and match them up.
Yeah, like one person controls the eyes, and the other controls...
It's like left-hand side is Gauntlet, right-hand side is Dungeon Master.
Donk.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Elf needs food.
We should probably...
By the way, bong. We've just hit the 30-minute mark.
So, discussion... Well, this is the only discussion we're going to have. But, Final Fantasy 15. What does everyone feel about it?
Yay.
That was really not excitable.
It
I've
really
got-
wasn't. That was like the most non-committal yay ever.
I have absolutely no interest in playing Final Fantasy.
Still having the nightmares.
Yep.
I can't believe you hate Sony and Final Fantasy because you had a corrupt save file.
Yep.
Twice.
That's really like, I would not want to piss you off.
Is this something I missed on the previous podcast? Is this some kind of deep-seated resentment going on here?
He
Yeah,
actually
the
hates
whole
Final
Dead
Fantasy and
hates
Sony.
FF.
It's like me and
Seriously.
Mario.
Hate Final Fantasy because I played it for about 140 hours and was about to finish the game off, saved at the last save point, and the save file corrupted.
Yeah, that's going to suck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate a game for that though.
But was that was that PlayStation 2? Was that PC?
PS1.
PlayStation 1.
PS1. Oh,
Yeah,
right. Was that FF7? Right. Yeah.
So you've held a grudge against Sony and Final Fantasy for the last 20 years on the basis of a corrupt save file.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
140 hours though.
That's ridiculous.
It's like a formative experience, though. You know, it's like a kind of really traumatic childhood experience that it's going to take like years of working this out in
Did
therapy.
you,
Holy
did you say
actually-
that happened twice?
Yes, I had a
Oh,
bad.
for fuck's sake, dude, get over it.
Yeah, that,
Technology's
like-
moved on, it isn't worth it.
Yeah, no, I had
I just
something similar
really
actually with the new
Don't get on with Sony's controllers.
reboot of Tomb Raider. Literally, I played the whole thing, did every single thing right up to the very last mission, and now the game won't load. Don't know why. Doesn't matter if I undownload it and reinstall it. Just no.
It's
Well,
alright,
see, now,
it's a-
you need to rise above these things. It's like me when I was playing Walking Dead, and I played the whole of the Telltale Walking Dead series, and then when I started the new game and I loaded my save file, it went, no, that's not working, and then generated a whole bunch of random choices for me.
Oh.
So all of my
All of
specifically
everything you've
hard-crafted
done.
choices that I'd made in the previous one, they were all lost. But then it was all fine, 'cause then there were a whole load of new zombies for me to kill.
Hooray!
So there you
Big
go.
bad
That's a
zombies.
free therapy session for you, sir.
Oh, thank
Just-
you. But
thank
no,
you.
saying that,
Not
I do
you.
want to play Tomb Raider 2, Rise of the Tomb Raider, even after my bad
I've
experience.
lost
Man up,
interest in
yeah.
Final Fantasy games.
Is it because it's not the final one?
Quite possibly. Something to do with trade's description.
Or is it? Well, depends whether it worked or not. Was it good enough to
The thing
save
is,
the series?
I'm not interested in any of the JPRPGs anymore. Really.
Have you abandoned them?
There's only two games that I've seen that vaguely interest me on the PlayStation 4. And that's Horizon Zero Dawn
Oh God, yes.
and
Yeah, that
the new
looks
Spider-Man.
really interesting.
And what was the other one?
The new Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah.
Final Fantasy 15.
No.
Back to the topic.
Yeah. I'm playing it. Who else is playing it?
I'm playing it.
I'm playing it.
And I'm trolling it. How
This is like those Microsoft adverts where I'm a PC. I'm a PC. Screw
I'm
you,
a
Microsoft.
troll.
None of us are PCs.
Well, it's quite funny because when I did a little stream of it in purpose because I knew Ferg was watching. I purposely went out of my way to find the things that would like troll bait him the most. So I was like, I'm gonna go camping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start changing the clothes of the characters. Like, oh, my
and
God,
the
it was great.
fire was started. The little blue touch paper went. Oh, it was worth it. Seriously,
Well,
emo
the thing
camping,
is-
please.
It has its issues. Yes.
Romance,
Is it
guys.
a sausage fest?
Totally.
Yes.
Come on.
That's the one thing about it that disappoints me.
Where's all the totty?
Can you spend hours playing side games? Yes. I
Yeah.
racked up at least an hour and a half on the pinball machines.
Yeah, I was doing that, and then I realised what I was doing. I went, no more
No,
of
no,
this.
Gameception.
No, I did that,
Stop
and I was
that.
like, yeah, I totally know that I'm in a game, playing a game, and I was cool with it. You know,
I was fine with it. It's like, oh, this game's so big, and that no, I'm done with this bit of the game. I've seen that. Right, something else now.
No,
I'll
I've got to go
play.
back because the whole concept of that it essentially mixes pinball with doing a half pipe on a skateboard, and it's great.
See, what I like about it is you're
was
saying
great
all this
fun.
stuff, and I haven't actually seen any of this yet. I've been just doing totally different things.
So
So yeah, I've totally ignored the main quest so far.
I have overall as well, actually, because there's too many things going. Look at me, do
Look at
this,
me,
do
do
that.
I've just been running around the wilderness and stabbing the spiky lion things and
my favourite bit though was one of the first kind of semi boss battles where you take down a bigger monster for the first time.
oh yeah, the giant bird thing.
No,
No?
before the giant bird thing, just the some kind of bull monster.
Yeah, the
Oh,
giant
yeah.
rhino thing.
Yeah, the giant rhino thing. Because after we beat that into a pulp, Prompto, one of your mates that's hanging around with the Prince Noctis,
She's Megan's favourite, by the way.
Prompto is.
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay.
Because he's a bit off the wall and blonde. So.
Yeah. I realised that if I was any of the characters, I'd probably be Prompto, unfortunately.
Yeah, you see, whereas I'm more of the kind of moping in the back of the car Noctis.
Yeah,
Same.
no, I figured that.
Has anybody else actually driven the car themselves yet?
Yes.
Really, I haven't. I've totally gone with the whole Prince attitude that these other fuckers can drive me around.
It was night one time and I had to, and then it's like, why the fuck am I driving my own car? So I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, hell no.
It is on rails though as well, which is
Yeah.
I think the only complaint about it. But I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing because it would kind of break immersion to be driving around in the fields and into monsters.
Really, so
Yeah.
you literally can't fuck up the driving.
No, you can't.
You really
Oh.
can't.
You
That kinda
literally
sucks.
pick a direction if you get to a turning, that's it. And you can snake on the road. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Although the game has already taught me one important lesson in life, that crispy cheese pizza is really good for you.
Oh god, the food in this game looks fucking wonderful.
Yeah, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's all
Wow.
so posh.
It's
Couldn't believe
amazing. I think some of the stuff they put detail into is just unbelievable. It is a pure, utterly beautiful game.
But
that's
I
one
have
thing you
to
cannot
say,
fault.
the cats in the game eat better than my characters.
Oh fuck it! No,
Oh, that cat.
I spent ages ranting about the fact that the cat would only eat a certain fish, and
Yeah.
then only if you cooked the fucking thing.
Yeah, you then have to
It's like-
take it into the
it's a
gourmet restaurant for the
a starving,
area.
hungry cat that goes, "Meow, feed me," and you're like, "Oh,
And you're like,
all
"Oh,
right,
catch
well,
you
I'll
a
go catch you a
fish."
fish." You go, "Here's a fish," and it goes, "No, that's not the fish I want."
No,
And
it's
what?
not been cooked in the gourmet
So-
restaurant
Well,
yet.
it
You go
wasn't that,
in.
it was like, it's the wrong fish, and I was like, well, all right, so you want a specific fish? All right, okay, I'll let you're a cute cat. I'll let you away with that. And then I went back and I spent half an hour trying to catch the right fucking fish, and I caught the fish. And I went back. I was like, "Here you go, cat." And it's like, "What do you mean, eat it raw? Fuck you, human." Like, what?
And it's the fact you take it into the gourmet restaurant. The restaurateur is there. Oh yes, it's for the cat outside. I'm well aware of how he likes his fish prepared. I will do it now for sir.
I will make sure it's all correct in the way that the
There
cat
it is.
expects it.
Doesn't this look like the best fish ever? And I'm like, oh yes, that does
I
look
mean, it
very
is-
tasty. I can't afford to eat in this fucking restaurant.
No, God,
But the
no,
fish I bastard caught and got you to fucking cook, I'm taking outside to this mangy cat.
At the point when we're doing a quest called The Pauper Prince and we have no fucking money whatsoever, and this cat is eating gourmet food, it's like, yeah, screw you,
How
cat.
did this happen?
Complain
How is
once
this
more
now
and I
my
will gut
life?
you and eat you.
But I think that's what I find so funny about the game because it's definitely a Japanese RPG.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god,
totally
yes.
in a Japanese RPG. But it's very different to the other Final Fantasies.
It's totally
It
different.
is, yeah.
I like it. I do like it, and I want to invest more time into it. But it's not Final Fantasy 7 or 8.
There are
certainly-
things that there are things that irk me about it, and the main thing that irks me about it is Final Fantasy. You should not be driving around Midwest America.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
That
you
is
certainly
rather odd.
should not be bumping into mafioso dick journalists hanging out by a dock.
Yeah, that's kind of wrong.
He's just wrong. He's like,
He
oh,
is.
wise guy, huh? Like,
Why don't
fuck
you go get
you.
me a fucking gem or I'll fuck your
Yeah.
ass?
But
Like, no.
I think what's good about it is good to see, because I think this was the last chance for Square Enix. From what they said if it doesn't do well, then that's it, pretty much.
We're done
It's
here.
the Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was going to be the final one.
But from all accounts, it is
Apart from
seriously.
FF15 2 and FF12 2 and FF13 Lightning Returns. And, yeah, sorry.
No, but it is like literally like it's doing seriously well. Like
Yeah.
they're really back. They're back on form. Like even though it's not the game I was like hoping for in the same way. Like I'm enjoying it, and I think I'll enjoy it as I carry on. It is not exactly. I mean, it's not Final Fantasy VIII, which
No, it's not.
It's
And
never
it-
gonna
it's a bit weird, you know. I mean, I kind of I'm having issues with immersion when I'm driving around in a car and using a mobile phone
Yeah.
in Final Fantasy. That feels wrong to me. You know, I want an airship and a chocobo. I don't.
Have you not got to the chocobos yet?
No, God, no. I've spent far too much time dicking around playing pinball.
Well, I've only just got to the chocobo area.
I've
And the,
honestly anything that looks even vaguely like plot, I've ran away from.
and the forest they hang around in is lovely. It's so gorgeous.
you've been chilling with the chocobos.
I have been chilling with the chocobos.
Nice.
Which-
Rami, the chocobo whisperer.
Yeah, but I fucking hate those bastards.
Oh, I know,
Seriously,
yeah,
I
yeah.
really, really, really hate chocobos. They're
I've got to
awful
find the
creatures.
Moogles though, just so I can show my daughter
Koopa,
an
Koopa.
actual Moogle.
Koopa
There
net.
isn't actually any like physical like living Moogles. There's only one that you kind of I can't remember the fuck you do with it. You like throw it into a fight or something, and it distracts people or something. It's like a
Oh, I
stuffed
think
toy.
it's the only Moogle in the game is not a living one; it's a mummified Moogle. It's just, what? That's so harsh. You keep this character of the game and turn it into a relic.
And then you throw its dead, desiccated
Yeah,
corpse
it
at the
literally like
monsters.
crunch it up and sprinkle its corpse over some food as seasoning.
But I think it's a good like I mean I'm really pleased that they've done well with this.
Yeah.
Like I'm really pleased because
So am
13 was just I mean I don't know what the fuck they were doing with making
Don't,
sequels
yeah,
to that
we
game.
don't talk about 13.
Oh god, it was awful.
Still raw wounds,
Oh, the pain.
corridor walking. Just no.
No.
It's weird though because when you look at Final Fantasy X, that's pretty much what that game was.
Hence why I hated Ted as well.
I quite enjoyed 10.
I didn't mind
And
10.
then
I
they did
like the
10-2 with the
characters.
dress fears, and it was just horrid.
No, but that mechanic was well cool because you could like level up like different professions. I quite like the mechanic of it, but the whole kind of
The
It was-
dress-up dolls was wrong.
Yeah, it was all wrong.
I did feel a little bit awkward playing that game. I'm not gonna lie, but I enjoyed it. It was a nice awkward.
On that note,
I never really played 10-2.
bong. That's a 15
But
minutes.
just one final comment. One
Go
final
for it.
comment. I never finished the story.
Is it Final Comment 15?
Yes, it is. Final comment 15. Yeah, so going back to this first boss fight, we just killed it, and then Prompto starts humming the actual kind of you've just
Yeah.
won a battle music from
Ah,
FF7.
Oh, that's so good.
Absolutely classic.
What are people listening to
fan
when
of
they're
the
driving
series.
around?
Oh, Final Fantasy VIII music.
Okay, Ram?
I've not changed the option, so whatever's
Ah.
on.
Okay, well, I'm FF1 is what I've been listening
Oh, that's
to.
good as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's rumours they're going to remake that actually.
Yeah, because when you run out of good ideas, go back and remake something already.
Hey, it will seriously work for Final Fantasy VII.
Well,
Yeah, that I watched the trailer for that recently, and
Oh, it's.
I was
wonderful.
excited.
I mean, I think hopefully they release the first episode next year, but God, like I'm not sure about this episodic thing unless they're going to include the Crisis Core content and like stuff from the film, or they're going to expand it a bit. Like that'll be cool.
Maybe. It certainly looks a lot updated, though, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks amazing. It's
Anyway, I
everything.
think,
Yeah, we are
we've hit
definitely
our
going over the edge
final
here.
comments.
Now going
Okay,
over.
right. But what a lovely edge it is.
It's very shiny.
Yes.
Ooh, shinies.
So next,
Favorite 3 games of 2016. Mr. Dead. What do you think?
Favorite games of 2016.
Worms? You like
Yes,
Worms?
Worms was awesome.
Worms.
Yeah, XCOM. XCOM, I really enjoyed XCOM as well.
XCOM 2.
Yes, XCOM
Yeah,
2.
XCOM 2.
It's XCOM 2. It's aliens shooting stuff. Great fun. And I'm quite enjoying Pokemon, strangely enough.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask you about that because I'm hoping to get that for Christmas. Fingers crossed. But is the story good? Because I wanted
Yes,
more
it's
story.
it's very different to a normal Pokemon story.
Is it a lot more expanded and kind of?
There's more to do. Yes, it's not the same story
Hang on,
rehashed.
you guys have just thrown me a curveball. There's a story.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you're shitting me.
No, there is actually a story.
Is it all about how you've got to liberate these animals that are being used in these horrible
Oh,
blood
God.
sports?
It's Hermione Granger and the House Elves all over again.
Yeah.
burn.
But no one takes Pokemon literally like that. It's not. Oh my god.
No.
I'm not going to get back into this conversation. I'm really-
Trigger.
I didn't have to say a
I'm a fan of
word.
Pokemon. I'm just taking
Yeah,
the
I
piss.
like Pokemon, but I also like trolling Pokemon. But no, I was very impressed with my children because I was playing Pokemon Go, and I'd had my first ever gym battle, and my Pokemon had been smushed in, like had its face kicked in, real horror show style. I was
Oh, you
like,
show that to your children?
yeah, and it's like, there you go, kids, look.
This is what happens when you don't train your Pokemon properly, kids.
Yes, I did, pretty much, and say, right, well, it lost, so I'm now just going to leave that and never do anything to it. And they both went, Dad, you can't do that. You're meant to look after your Pokemon. You have to give it health potions and stuff and
But this
look
one's let
after
me
it and
down
make
so
it better.
badly.
And so they're like, oh, you can't be mean to your Pokemon. So I was very made up, and they completely missed the whole animal torture thing, so that's great.
Nice.
I approve.
Excellent. So are they your top 3 then, Dad? Pokemon,
Yeah.
XCOM 2 and Worms? If you
Yeah.
had to pick one of them?
Worms. Just because it's
Excellent.
incredibly silly.
It is a lot of fun.
Suppose if
Well-
I've got one, it would be the Technomancer, because unlike a lot of AAA titles that actually really let me down this year, the Technomancer was a very simple AAA wannabe, and it did deliver. I enjoyed the story. It was very basic. It was in part kind of crap and got a bit repetitive, but ultimately it was a gallant attempt. I'm going to stick with that.
Ah. 2 other games, Ferg?
I don't really have them.
What about Worms?
7 Days to Die, maybe. Worms, yes, definitely. Worms WMD for definite.
Excellent. Steph, what about you?
So I've just eaten some cheese.
Lovely. Well, now pause while there's music while Steph
Ooh,
eats his
excuse me a second.
Right. Okay. I don't know. It's not really been the best year for games, if I'm being honest. At least for me. Oxenfree was a game I really liked, which I think I did some Let's Plays of. That I think some of it's come out, or it is coming out.
I think that's the one we're releasing at the moment.
Oh, is it?
Is it Oxenfree that's going out at the moment, or is it Until Dawn?
Until
I think it
Dawn
might
was
be
going
Until
out.
Dawn that's going out at the moment from your Let's Plays. But yes, Oxenfree is there, ready to go.
Yeah, so that was a really nice one actually. It was kind of like an adventure game.
Ooh,
It was a bit weird.
old style point and click, or
Well, I played it on a console, so but pretty much. I'm trying to remember it now, which is really bad. It has a really nice art style, and you kind of go to a weird island with a couple of friends, and there's a lot of like history or issues in that group, and a lot of things happen, and you kind of. It's very odd. It's like the story has some very odd things happen. You're trying to get to the bottom of it. I don't really know what else to say because I need to like replay it really now because I've actually like
It's all
Final
gone.
Fantasy and League of Legends have just deadened my brain now. But no, like it was really fun. I mean, I'd actually say it's probably definitely one of my top games. Civilization 6 has been really fun. But I haven't had enough time. Like, I haven't invested as much time as I'd like to. Final Fantasy 15 is probably on the list as well, but I can't really say yet.
Still early days.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd say probably my favourite was Oxenfree just because it was different and I didn't really expect it. It was a bit of a random sort of buy, and it was good.
Rami, what about you?
For me, XCOM 2, I've been waiting for that to hit the Xbone because it came out on PC last year, so I've been patiently waiting and desperately hoping it would come out on the Xbone, which is where I prefer to play my XCOM, because I hammered Enemy Within and Enemy Unknown when they did them, and certainly the older games in the series, and XCOM 2 does not disappoint. It's just more XCOM. Loads of strategy, loads of stuff to do. It's awesome fun. Also, The Division. I've really enjoyed playing that, and I've put quite a lot of time into The Division. Played a lot of that with Dead and a few other mates. And yeah, I'm quite happy to keep going back to that and looking forward to future releases for it. We've still got The Last Stand to come out, so yeah, that's very promising. And as I say, survival.
Another attempt at not freezing to death.
Yeah, to maybe at least get in the dark zone and not be so awful at it. That would be a beginning. Yeah, and also I think FF15, though I've only played a little so far, but it's really, as I say, caught my attention and dragging me in. So that should be a lot of fun. And they'd be my top three. If I had to pick one, it would be XCOM 2, because I love that game.
Spindles?
Yeah, so my list is kind of a bit odd because it may not necessarily be games that came out this year, but ones that I spent a lot of time playing. But No Man's Sky, I have to say, is one of my games of the year.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I like having that opinion though on the podcast. It's a bit of a change.
Yeah, well, I don't have to reiterate it. 65 days of static, space exploration, no other people.
You just like listening to the music, basically.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Walking around.
Yeah. And because I get to listen to the music with awesome space stuff going on as well, it's great.
Space!
Because I don't know if you know, but they did a rescore of the 1970s sci-fi film Silent Running.
Oh.
And so they redid the entire soundtrack, and I would see them play that live, and it was fucking immense. It was amazing. So 65 plus space equals win. So therefore, No Man's Sky can do no wrong. So that's number one. Number two, based on the amount of time I've been playing it, Elder Scrolls Skyrim Remastered.
Oh,
Sweet.
yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I've been playing that quite a bit as well, actually.
Because I had all of the DLCs, so I got the whole all singing or dancing thing on Steam for free.
Yay! That was such a good offer.
Yeah, I went back to Skyrim and I played the shit out of it again, and I'm still playing the shit out of it, and it's great. And you know, it's the game that never stops giving. I love it to bits.
It's so big. It really is.
And then the other one is a bit of a left-wing one, and it's one that Steph knows, having done a Let's Play of it, which is Gone Home.
Oh, yeah, that was really good.
I fucking loved that game. I played it in one night, in one sitting, and it's one of the most wonderfully immersive games I've played in a very, very long time.
Wow. I think especially if you know, like, if you grew up in the time that it kind of relates to, that's what I liked about it. Like, the music.
I did, you know, I was a teenager in the 90s.
Isn't that when it's set?
Yeah.
What is the crack with Gone Home? Because that one passed me
You see,
by.
I can't tell you too much without giving away the concept of the game.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's a mystery game, and you come home after having been travelling away abroad for a year, and you come home and your sister's gone missing, your parents aren't in the house, and you're following a trail of clues left around the house of what's been going on while you've been away.
Ah, that sounds good.
It's a mystery, and it's steeped in 90s nostalgia, and it's brilliant, and you get out of the game what you put into it.
Sounds like it's exactly up my street, and if I don't manage to play it before I come to your house for your birthday, I will play it then.
Then play it when you come around here, because
it's a short game, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like 2.5 to 3 hours it took me to play the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's Friday night sorted.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, that I think that for me is one of my favourite games I've played this year.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That is a pretty good game. I mean, it's a bit of a weird year because the ones I've enjoyed the most are these kind of smaller adventure style games, which is a bit weird, really. But
yeah, because I mean, there were a couple of other contenders like Journey, which I finally got to play.
Oh,
had you not played it before?
Beautiful game. No, I hadn't, because I never had a PS3. I went straight from PS2 to PS4.
And it was free, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah, it was one of the monthly games. Yeah. So that's why I got it and played it, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I really like Journey, but I've never had the opportunity to play it. But I watched a Let's Play of it. Was how into it I was.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
so
game.
Nice.
I rarely post screenshots from games, but it was utterly beautiful as you're walking around playing that game.
It is wonderful. I like this. It's a bit of a weird sort of story, but the feelings it evokes as you kind of continue on your journey, and you kind of get more fucked up.
Yeah.
I like that kind of. I don't know. You really see things happening, and
it's kind of like Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah. An Ico.
Yeah. Where the more you progress into the game, the more detrimental effect it has on your character.
Yeah.
And I love it. It was great. So those are my three.
Excellent.
Did we do Ferg?
Yeah.
Ferg's, yeah.
He said Technomancer.
Yep.
Oh
yeah.
He did.
Worms.
He did.
Actually, there's I'd just been thinking of another one that I would want to. Fallout 4. I turned back to that one again.
Really?
Yeah, I've sunk another bundle of hours into that. I've got over 400 hours into there now. Just started again with all the DLC involved, and it's been a riot. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Building my settlements.
I didn't get as much into Fallout.
Yeah, you get what you put into it.
Yeah.
Again, I only played a bit, but I enjoyed what I played. It's good fun.
Oh yeah,
but scrape the surface.
So
cool.
what are we looking?
Yeah, I was going to say, as we're kind of end of year, what's coming up?
Ooh, well, who wants to start off?
Who's excited about what?
Well,
I'm
there's
excited about Luke's.
Nintendo Switch is coming out next year.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm actually quite excited about that.
I really am. I've seen the adverts for it, and because Megan only currently has a normal DS. She doesn't have a 3DS, and then of course the 2DS has come out as well.
Yeah.
And so we were like, what do we do? Do we get her a 3DS? Do we wait until the Switch comes out? Is it backwards compatible? Blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm massively excited about the Switch.
Yeah.
I love the concept of it. It's a dockable console.
I'm just wondering whether it's going to be, whether the Switch is going to be, but I mean, I know it's handheld and it's a console, but whether it's meant to replace the 3DS?
I think it's meant to replace everything. It's a whole new ecosystem.
It's a portable console.
Yeah. It's essentially it is Nintendo's new swipe at this is what you should do. You should be able to take your gaming with you. You should be able to put it in a dock and then be able to play it on a big screen
with all your mates.
From what I've seen of the trailer, it's technology-wise effectively taking a step backwards, going back to cartridge.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's cartridge based. Yeah,
a mobile platform is better.
Compatible at all.
I don't know if I'm not sure if it's step backwards though, because I mean it's basically just an SSD drive.
Yeah, that's what
like
I've been saying.
But the problem with it is that it will not then play any of the 3DS games or the DS games.
No.
Unless it has like another, it might have another slot in it or something.
Well, this is the history that's littered throughout Nintendo's career, is that they constantly reinvent themselves and don't provide any kind of backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
They have had quite a bit of backwards compatibility though.
Yeah, they use
With the
they have
DSs.
done, but then the problem is that they do it and they say, no, this is the new way, and then they eventually
Discard.
get such a backlash from people who are saying, well, why can't we play all these games that we spent hundreds of pounds on?
Yeah, the Wii U has a fair bit of backwards compatibility, but I think a lot of that as well, like, is also basically because they have like a lot of downloadable stuff as well, like older games and stuff. But I think a lot of that's because the Wii U didn't do very well, so it was much easier to port things.
Yeah.
I think the problem Nintendo's always going to have, unless the Switch really takes off, which it may well do, is that most people only play Nintendo for Nintendo games.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But I think that Nintendo they pulled off a massive coup with the original Wii.
Yeah.
That they managed to capture the
Yeah.
casual gamer market, which they've not managed to replicate since.
No.
So
The
I think
Switch is a good stab at that.
yeah,
It really
and I
is.
think unless the Switch does that, then I think Nintendo's in serious trouble.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the trailer it shows someone playing Skyrim on it.
Yeah,
And there's a
indeed.
lot of third-party interest in the Switch.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that to me doesn't really like the fact that they put on a 5-year-old game on there doesn't like make me go, oh, I'd really like to get a Switch. It makes me think, well, does this only run 5-year-old games?
Well,
Like,
no, it was
But it
timed at
means
the
that
same
they're
time
very,
as
very
Skyrim.
savvy about the people that they're targeting.
Yeah.
Because in conversations that I've been having with people recently at various events I've gone to, it's people are still very much into playing Skyrim and stuff. So
Very true.
Yeah.
what they're doing is
Yeah.
they're tapping into a captive audience and saying, hey, you love Skyrim, you can now play it on our new thing as well.
Yeah,
And
and
you
not
can
only
take it
that,
out.
you can play it anywhere you want.
Exactly.
Take it
you
with
can,
you.
You can dock it, you can take it with you. So I think it's a very, very savvy move on Nintendo's part.
And it was timed at the same time as Skyrim Remastered was coming out. And announced.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was very clever actually. You're
Yeah.
right.
It's piggybacking on somebody else's IP.
Yeah, totally. But to be honest, that's what Nintendo do very well.
I thought the whole marketing video looked very impressive for it.
It does. It's shiny.
Does make
I
it
want
look
one.
shiny.
yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I one thing I miss from gaming is couch co-op, and
Yeah.
I got a Wii U and I've found it great because I can have people over. But apart from that, I've been moving. I've been playing less computer games and more board games because I actually want to play with real people in a room. At the moment, and it's just not. It's quite hard to find a game system apart from the Wii U that provides that. So
Yeah, I think it's like what I said earlier. I mean, Nintendo has the unique selling point of, it is the console where I can go and I can play Star Wars games and I can wield a lightsaber that I'm actually using a sonic screwdriver as the controller for, and I can mash all of these things up. Or I can use the sonic screwdriver controller as an axe and kill the shit out of zombies with it. So it has a unique selling point to
Yeah.
it that no other environment has.
yeah. And it'll be
And I think
interesting
that's
to see
what
which way it
Nintendo do
goes.
so well.
I mean, I honestly, I've been in two minds about the Switch. There's a lot of things I can see issues with, but from the way that you guys reacted about it and the way the general media is, I think it's going to be a massive success. Even though there's things I'm not particularly keen on about it, it's interesting because
I think as long as it does what it says on the tin, it will.
It'll be
Yeah.
fine, yeah.
yeah. Anyway, what games are we looking forward to in 2017?
Yeah. If we take
I
a
mean-
rest. So we're looking forward to a console, certainly there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Scalebound.
Yeah, the dragons and co-op, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks very pretty from what I've seen of it.
Yeah.
Ukulele.
I'm very, 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 very excited about that. I should have put that on my...
I'm so gutted I didn't get to play that at EGX. I just didn't have enough time.
Good
Honestly,
It was
it
there.
looks like... It just looks like...
it just looks so beautiful.
Yeah, it's great.
I
Gone.
mentioned it earlier. I'm vaguely interested in Horizon Zero Dawn, which is shock horror. It's on PS4.
Is it only on
that's-
PS4?
It is, yeah. It's a PS4 exclusive,
Really?
and I'm massively up for it.
Oh
It
god, you know
looks
what? It won't come out
epic.
on Xbox if it's
Yeah.
It's
no.
an exclusive.
Yeah, it's an exclusive PS4. It was
So
one
you'll
of
have to
their,
pick it up, and I'll have to come round your
yeah,
house.
it was one of their main draws
I'm
at
not bothered
EGX.
about it, you know.
This is
I think it
no
looks
good.
Far
great.
Cry
Having
Primal
seen the
with robot
second trailer
dinosaurs.
for it, I'm even more sold on it. It looks amazing.
I'll need to watch some more videos. I mean, I'm just not that interested in the the context of it, and I mean, I might be
Giant
wrong,
robot
but
dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly. I love
Exactly,
the concept of it. Is, you know, far future. The world has hit post-apocalyptic, and it's all caused by artificial intelligence and computers. So humanity has been driven underground, is now living in a tribal system, and there are rogue, random AI super cyber beasts who are in control of the planet.
see,
Wow.
I need to watch.
That
some
just
more,
sounds
more
epic.
stuff on it.
Doesn't it just? It
yeah.
sounds fucking awesome. And then she goes and takes it on with a bow and arrow. It's like, how kick-ass do you want to be?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm just getting vibes off it, like it's all hot air, like I don't mean all hot air. I mean, but it gives me a Watch Dogs feel, where it's like it sounds really good and really fun, but I'm not sure if in practice it's actually going to be that good.
See, I loved Watch Dogs.
See, I d-
I
yeah, I
liked it
do. I don't know. If it has a good story, I'll be interested. But like, story is my biggest thing generally. If it's not, like, setting's lovely, but it has to have me, I don't know, wanting to be there.
Fair enough.
So, Steph, what are you interested in then in 2017?
I'll rush through some of them.
Yeah.
Zelda,
Oh, yeah.
which looks really good.
That looks amazing.
I mean, I don't know. It looks like a goddamn good game, but
Yeah.
we'll have to see. Mass Effect, which we've already talked about. Vampire or Vampire. I think it's a role-playing game actually, where you're a vampire. Surprise, surprise. And it just looks really cool. And I've been a bit, yeah.
I've seen a bit of
recent-
that. It does look interesting, yeah.
Who's doing it again? I think
I
it's.
can't remember
There was
for
it
the
was
life
someone
of me.
that let's just have a quick look. It was someone that was actually quite well known. Oh yeah, of course. It's being developed by the guys who did Life is Strange,
Oh,
Okay.
right, yeah.
which is really cool actually, because I mean, it's a totally different game to Life is Strange, because it is you have combat and all sorts of stuff, but they know how to write a good story. They really do.
Yeah.
And actually, Life is Strange was probably in my top games actually of the year. If it was last year, that was a really good game.
Yeah, no, it was this year, so.
But I'm also looking forward to Red Dead 2, but I don't really know enough about it to really, you know. I mean,
It's Red Dead 2. It'll be awesome.
Grand Theft Auto.
And Torment Ties of I don't have to say this. Numenera, which is an isometric RPG on PC that is the spiritual successor of Planescape Torment.
Oh, yes.
And I've played a bit of it because I've got
Excuse me.
early access, and it looks really fun. But I just haven't wanted to ruin the story,
Oh.
so I've got
I
two
think
more.
that'll
I
be
know
good.
I'm like rattling on with these, but Kingdom Come Deliverance looks really cool, which is a PC, PlayStation, Xbox game
Oh.
set in medieval times, and it's an RPG, but it's really trying to be authentic.
Oh, right.
And they've been working on it for quite a while. I'd recommend watching some videos on it, because I can't go into too much detail about it really, but it's very like, it's meant to be very realistic, and I think you can die quite easily in it, and you might even be able to lose limbs and stuff. I'm not sure.
Excalibur, the game.
but- yeah, but you're just an everyday person. I mean, I think you can
Speed
join
of
in.
horse.
But it's good. It looks good. And then, last but not least, sorry, I had a massive list for this. It's probably a bit unfair that I've just got loads of stuff. But Final Fantasy VII Remake, if it comes out next year, I am
Oh, yes.
really looking forward to.
It does look super shiny.
Looks amazing.
It got me excited to play FF7 again.
Yeah, that's me. I think. Anyone else?
Well, mine have all been mentioned, but I'm definitely very excited for Zelda Breath of the Wild. I watched loads of the footage from, I forget which it was. It might have been E3 or something
E3.
like that. And yeah,
They
it
did a
just
day, didn't they?
looks so good. It looks like it'd be so much fun to play that game.
It's been in development for ages as well.
It has, yeah, but oh yeah, looks just like so much fun. And Red Dead Redemption 2, because I'm a massive fan of the series. Love the original Red Dead Revolver. I really love that game. Probably more than Red Dead Redemption, to be honest. Because it was really the first time you'd had a decent sort of Wild West game. I love my spaghetti westerns, so that and yeah, the FF7 remake.
Yeah. I hope it is coming out next year. But it's
So do
apparently it's
I.
the 20th anniversary of FF7, I think. Next
Yeah,
year.
so surely they're going to do it for the anniversary.
Yeah, I'm sure. I really hope so.
But that's me. So Spindles.
I think it's just me left. So, what only one of mine's been mentioned so far, which is Horizon Zero Dawn. Massively looking forward to that. I have been since I saw the first trailer for it. It just looks totally like my kind of game. Obviously, there was the brief hints earlier this year about, and we spoke about it earlier on, which is about Last of Us Part 2.
Oh yes.
Other big ones I'm looking forward to, well, no, I'm not sure whether they're big games, but ones I am looking forward to is Little Nightmares.
Ooh. Not
Have you
heard
guys
of
seen
that.
about that one?
No, not heard of that at all.
It's one that I managed to play at EGX, and it's wonderful. You basically play a very odd little girl in a yellow anorak who runs around trying to evade being chopped up and eaten by giant mutant chefs.
Oh wow.
So it's kind of a weird dystopian platformer type of thing. And it was awesome, and I loved playing that at EGX. So yeah, I'm massively looking forward to playing that whole game. Walking Dead: New Frontier, new bunch of Telltale episodes.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of the Walking Dead Telltale series. So any more of that is much well received. And I think that's everything.
Actually,
But, yeah,
I thought of another game that I'm really, really excited for, which is It People by the Behemoth. They're the people who did Alien Hominid,
okay.
Castle Crashers, and Battle Block Theatre. So this is their fourth game. I got to play the beta just recently, and Ferg actually saw
Yes, that was
a bit of the beta,
that was a bit of
and
a
it's
bit of
just
fun.
so much fun. It's like a turn-based strategy game. You've got characters that you level up, the different types, and the humour is just awesome.
Yeah,
It's
And-
insane.
There's one more that I have to add to my list, which is a very odd one, which is Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Yeah,
Oh, that
title.
looks good.
Oh right, yeah. Is that
Which
a
is-
VR one?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
PlayStation VR.
There's one problem with that, and you'll have to play with real people.
Yeah, I know. But you see, that's the kind of game where I would get people that I really know and like.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just randomly get people online and get them involved in my bridge crew. This would be like I'd be on the phone going, right, you need to come and play this game now.
Yeah, but you make me wear a red shirt. I'm not
I
going in the
totally
away
would,
team.
yeah, no, I would
Not
push you in front of
fucking
every
chance.
fucking alien that came at me.
Oh, should I not have sex with this one this time? Oh dear. Oh, hello.
Is it green? Does it have 3 boobs? Then yeah.
Yeah. It's mad.
awesome.
So yeah, those are mine.
Rami has died due to sexually transmitted death.
Again.
Again.
I need to roll up another ensign.
Red shirt Rami.
This is why I want us to do a co-op
Of XCOM. No, I know. We will do
You the
that.
commander, we
Yeah.
each get a named person and get in there.
Named or maimed.
we will do that, and I will literally send you to be fed on by all the aliens.
Oh, where are the aliens, Rami? Go and see if you can find them with your head.
I will literally just send you
It's
running
chewing on
into
my
the middle of
face.
shopping malls.
It's chewing in my face. I don't want to go in the dark place.
So there you go.
So yeah.
I'm looking forward to Scorn.
School.
I don't know.
What's that about?
I mentioned on a previous episode. It's probably going to be a bit more of an artistic piece. It comes across as being a first-person shooter, but it's very Geiger-esque, almost very sinewy in its appearance, or completely.
So like a good version of Alien Colonial Marines.
I can only really suggest that you check out the trailer.
No such a thing, surely.
Ah, right. Okay.
I strongly recommend checking out the trailer for the game because, quite simply, I cannot put into words what visual effects that you're going to see there. Suffice to say, it reminds me entirely of certain images I used to have of the Hellraiser stuff.
Oh.
And it is quite an eyeful. Other than that, for 2017, less of a game, more of an area of the market. I'm actually kind of interested to see where VR is actually going to go and how it's going to become affordable for, like, I don't know, anybody who's playing a PC. Is there going to be a cheaper version? Can I actually get just a cheaper box or something like that just so I can get involved? Aside from that, yeah.
Project Scorpio.
Well, yeah.
I'll tell you what, a game that you have to look out for then is the one that I'm writing, which is an airship captain game,
yes.
which is for Android VR, Google Cardboard.
Oh, right, wicked.
Which I'm writing at the moment in Unity, where you get to sit in the kind of machine gun turret of an airship, and then stuff comes at you and you fly around in 360 environments.
Sweet.
And shoot down.
Oh, that sounds
So there you
awesome.
go. That's one that I'm building for next year, so you can all play that and love it.
If you're playing it on the cardboard, how do you control what you're doing?
There is a button on the cardboard. There is a magnetic resistive button that you can press.
So it's like playing the old Tonytronics.
Yeah, hell yeah! It's just literally
awesome.
and it's literally just one button that you press, and that will fire off your machine gun, and then the rest of it is all about your aim based on your head position.
Oh, nice.
So there you go. I'm doing a steampunk airship.
That sounds wicked.
Attack-based thing, kind of like 1942 inspired.
Sweet.
Awesome. I slay at that game. I'll take on all comers.
So there you go. That's a game for you to all look forward to next year when I finish writing it.
Hurry up.
VR is looking even better already. I suppose the last item... Yeah, I suppose the last item is also a sort of a VR thing because they have the VR option. However, I've not got VR. But I'm very much looking forward to seeing where they're going to go next with Subnautica, and if we might actually be looking finally at a version 1.0 in 2017. Because, quite frankly, that game has me still hooked. I still love that game. I want to go back to it and do another video for definite. And if I can do that for the version 1.0 release, I would be a very happy, content gamer. Because it has just given me so much joy.
But that sounds so unlike you, sir. That a happy, content gamer is not words that I would associate with.
Subnautica has just been such a... I mean, again, it's a single-player game. There's no multiplayer aspect.
No, I think I played a demo of it at EGX.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed, yeah, because it's the Unreal 3 underwater one, isn't it?
And that's the wonderful thing is they've now got loads of stuff. The community has been vibrant, and we've got now the prawn suit, which allows you to wander around at the deepest depths with like gas-propelled jet boosts, so you can just leap up and out into the up towards the surface. It's got vortex torpedoes attached to it. You've got all manner of gear just so you can bounce around at the very bottom of the ocean in its darkest and most.
Sounds awesome.
It's brilliant. And of course, it's got a lovely base creation system. It's just been getting better and better. You can do the whole farming thing, and it's not a bloody chore. It's actually kind of really simple. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
I had a 1 hour play of it, and all I remember is catching airfish.
Yeah.
To bring.
It's so beautiful to look at.
It is very
It is
pretty.
such a gorgeous game. And and of course, they have also introduced new beasties. Several new beasties. No more is going to be said, because I don't want to spoil it for you. By the way,
Excellent.
last one. The Aurora. You know the big ship that you crashed in?
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, is this in...
In Subnautica.
It just got bigger.
Oh,
When you
right.
go down there, in order to actually get to the reactor and everything else, there are new corridors that lead you off to other pieces of the ship now. And this actually allows you to open up other pieces of kit, brand new stuff, and maybe a few clues as to where they might go with the actual hitherto completely secret fucking story. But more hints just keep turning up. That maybe you are supposed to be already exploring the island, trying to find out certain very deep points at the bottom of the ocean, that maybe there were other people already crash landed here, as to why maybe you were shot out of the sky in the first place.
Is this game called Lost, really?
I was going to say, it sounds suspiciously like
Yes.
Lost.
Yeah.
So, but no, this actually sounds like it's going to have a good ending.
There's going to be a smoke monster.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's not a smoke monster. It's the Leviathan Reaper. And that is very real.
It is a smoke monster!
It's brutal! Actually, no, it's just a very... Yeah, that's annoying. You can evade them. And I've actually done some tests as to how to avoid them if you happen to be out in the ocean. Just stasis rifle the shit out of it. Because you cannot kill them. You simply cannot kill them. There's no way to kill them at all. Nothing.
Yeah.
Excellent. So does
Right.
that wrap up what we're looking forward
I
to?
think so.
I think that does. I think that's it, folks.
Woohoo!
Get in.
Yeah.
Anyone got anything they want to say, or anything extra? We should probably say Happy Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah,
and
Happy
Enjoy
Christmas.
Christmas and New Year, and we'll see you all next year.
Happy
Merry New Year.
Saturnalia.
I like your country.
Happy Saturnalia. And yes, here's for a better year.
Things can only get better.
Don't say that.
Great song.
Really? You're going to quote the Ream at this time?
Wow.
Hell yeah!
Truly
Best time for
setting a new high for emos everywhere.
God damn it, Ferg.
You like to change men's clothing. Just saying.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm never living
No.
down FF15.
Oh dear. Right, on that note, see you in the new year.